to talk about our old friends, the A Minor Pentatonic Scale. And we're going to talk about how we can use string bends, using the notes in that scale, and add a little bit of vibe to our soloing ideas. So, let's recap the scale. Low E string is 5/8, and the A string is 5/7, and the D string is 5/7, and the G string is 5/7, and the B string is 5/8, and the high E string is 5/8. So we get 5/8, 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, 5/8, 5/8. Okay, it's kind of worth knowing that you're playing A, C, D, E and G. A, C, D, E, G. And then it repeats. A, C, D, E, G. And then A, C. And we can keep moving. We can play that scale around the neck in 5 different places. This shape we're looking at today is shape 1. Okay. When might you use A minor pentatonic as your scale of choice to solo? The most obvious time is when you're playing over a song in the key of A minor. So I might have chords like A minor, D minor and E minor, and I might be shoobly doobly using that scale. Okay, now we need to explain quickly what string bends are and what they do for us. So when we have the string fretted so it stays in its natural position, it is unbent, and when we push or pull that string down, we actually shorten the length of that string and make the pitch of the note go higher. So for example, if I play the 7th fret of the G and push it up towards the ceiling, it's getting higher pitched because I'm making the string shorter. The most obvious bend to kind of try to accomplish is to bend from one scale tone to the next one. So for example, I might bend from the 5th fret of the D string to the note we get at the 7th fret of the D, because that would be the next note in the scale. So that might give me, I can bend up to that note. Now, the most common bends we're going to kind of target at first are these little microtonal, little dweebly dweeblies. Now, let's take the 5th fret of the G string and think about the next scale tone. So the next note in the scale, it would be the 7th fret of the G. Now, we could bend from the 5th fret all the way to that note, so from C natural to D natural. But we can also bend kind of to these magic areas between frets that other instrumentalists can't access. Pianists can't kind of go just a smidge of a tone up. But we get this thing, singers do it, and saxophonists, where we can tweak these little squeezes out of notes. So let's say I've got that kind of backing of an A minor chord. So I can start to add these little curls, these blues curls onto notes. Now, I'm going to show you where 2 really super simple ones are. The 5th fret of the D, and I'm just dragging my first finger when I play it down towards the ground, or I can push up. It's a matter of preference. You're looking for the note to change, and you can do it on the G string at the 5th fret too. Now, you might want to reference the roots underneath, which is A. 7th fret of the D is an A natural, or you could go to the 5th fret of the low E. So you could go. So you hear that tweak and that bend on the G. Rather than just playing, that could be a lick. 5, 5 on the G, 7 on the D, I could go. And all of a sudden there's a lot more emotion and kind of tension in there and kind of swagger. I can also do it on the 5th fret of the D, like I said. Those little microtonal bends, or kind of quarter note bends, also occur really tastily. You can do it anywhere, obviously. But we we can do it really nicely at the 8th fret of the B. That's in our scale. So we might go 8, tweak it up, 5 on the G. So there's a little blues lick for you with loads of attitude. 8 on the B. Push that string up ever so slightly so the pitch changes. 5 on the B without any bending. 7 on the D. 5 on the G with a little tweak. 7 on the D. So we get... And we got to have control of the kind of degree of kind of changing pitch on those bends. And I've just added a little slide at the end there, 7 into 7 from 5 on the D. So we go 8th fret of the B, bend it up, play the 5 without a bend, 7 on the G without a bend, 5 on the G with a little tweak, 7 on the D. We get there by sliding from 5 on the D, so. And we can start to speed it up. Okay. One other bend I want you to have a go at is bending from the 7th fret of the G. And I want you to use your 3rd finger. And I want you to try and bend to the note that we get if we play the 9th fret of the G. So we're going to go... We're going to push the string up towards the ceiling. And you can check the note you're aiming for by fretting it and playing it. Now notice how I'm supporting the bend behind with these 2 fingers. So I'm not just pushing up with 1 finger, or that's really hard. It's 3 fingers working together. And I'm using the side of the neck as like a pivot point that I can put the base of my index finger on. And I'm almost pivoting round that. So I've got... So... You see that? I'm using the side of the neck to wedge that against. Alright, so that's 7 on the G, bending up to the note, we get at the 9th fret of the G. Now I'm always playing that 7th fret of the D often after, that's just because I'm hearing that as our tonal centre. So again, something like that. Alright, 2 types of bends there. One, we were talking about the 8th fret of the B, microtonal bends. And then we were talking about the 7th fret of the G, doing a tone bend to the next step of the scale. Now I'm going to put some links to some excellent backing tracks in the key of A minor by someone who is absolutely amazing at making those backing tracks, a guy called Quist, based over in LA, and I'm going to put them in the key of A minor, and you can practice your scale, playing over it, just getting used to kind of playing in time with the drums and bass, and then you can practice kind of coming up with your own licks and using some of these bend ideas. Bye bye. Enjoy. See you later.